Welcome back to Parker, Arizona for round 2 of the APBA National Watercross Tour. Ian Howard, Dave Arnold along with you from the Colorado River as we look at the leaderboard. Dustin Farthing, the 16-time overall world champion, continues to lead it as he's now mired in lap traffic, Dave. So you know lap traffic can always come up and bite you if you're a leader. And you can see him pointing towards the shoreline, Dave, and we've watched Dustin Farthing through the years. Typically when something's not working right with his boat, he'll point towards the shore and kind of indicate what is going on with his boat. We can see by all indications here that Craig Warner is slowly reining him in from behind. And remember, Warner began this moto back in 4th place, Dave.
Yeah, I've watched his body language here. You know, he started pointing around. You can see the frustration. He looked a little slow around that corner. So that could be a big problem, Ian. You never know. It could be electrical problems coming back.
Dustin Farthing gave us an indication of what's been plaguing him all weekend long.
We have a little electric problem, man. The boat cut out for a second, then started back up, so I'm not really sure what happened. Hopefully we get it figured out, and if not, you know, we'll be good by next weekend. We'll have a little testing time out here in California this week. We'll be at Kawasaki, get some stuff figured out, and, you know, be ready for next week.
So Farthing not being specific, Dave, about what's plagued him electronically, but we're getting word that it's with the ignition system. So that big Ultra 250X, that Kawasaki of his, plaguing him a little bit, but he's got one of the best in the business in terms of crew chiefs. His own father, Dave, who's been with him since day one when Farthing began racing at the age of 12, and right now he's got a battle on his hands trying to hold off Craig Warner as they go side by side. It's going to be tough to spray him down as they're both heading into traffic now as they enter the front stretch, Dave.
You can watch those big machines, the spray they throw off there. You can see Warner, you know, is going through that and holding his line. That's what you got to do. You know, it's nice when these two are out there. They know each other, are very good riders. You don't have to worry about them hitting each other unless it's on purpose between the two of them, because, you know, racers get a little heated out there. But you mentioned about Phil. He's also got somebody else on his, you know, working with him now, TBM, Tim Bushman, a former racer himself. And you know what? He's come out with a lot of new products, and, you know, Dustin's been running that stuff, and it's really been doing well for him.
And we can watch this battle along the back stretch. Now, Farthing, last lap, if you were watching, Dave, he went to the outside split where Warner felt he was a little quicker on the inside split, so I think Farthing tried to cut him off at the pass. That lap, he went to the inside split. Warner trying to carry the speed from the outside. Will now get past them along the front stretch, and you can see Farthing continuing to have problems, Dave, so that Kawasaki, he's really suffering so far this weekend, Dave. You have to feel for Dustin Farthing. Has to be one of the most frustrated competitors out there as we watch at the pass once again come to the front stretch.
Oh, yeah, and you can see him just coming in sneakily inside. You know, Dustin just opened the door up. He knew he was slowing down. He knew there was nothing he can do. You know, and that's, you know, a true racer. You know, Dustin's you know, we'll call him the biggest gentleman on the course sometimes, but, you know, he knows when he's a little bit slow, he's going to move over and not cause a problem.
A look at Arminio Iantosca, currently 3rd here in Moto number 2. Arminio's been consistent, Dave. He finished up 2nd back in Moto 1, so he has an outside chance as Eric Francis missed a turn buoy. He's going to have to circle back, so Francis having struggles of his own out here, and he won the opening round, Dave, as we watch Craig Warner go by now. So Warner closing in on winning the overall here in round number 2, and in fact, he's on his backup boat, Dave. We've seen him in the past, very comfortable on it, and we talked to Craig about the level of competition he was set to face here this weekend.
I mean, like, I'm stoked because usually you come here and there's only like 1 or 2 fast guys, so now we got 5 or 6 fast guys, so I mean, it could be anybody's race today or tomorrow, and I'm looking forward to it, and, you know, they're all looking here to beat me, and I'm here looking to beat them, so I think it's going to be really good.
Craig is absolutely right. There's so many guys out there that are competition for him right now. You know, of course, you got, you know, Francis, who finished 2nd in the points last year. He's got the number 2 in his boat. And, of course, you know, you can't forget about King D, Dustin Farthing. But Iantosca, he's already starting to be consistent. He's been consistent for the last couple of years, really coming to his own, too. And also, you know, Chris McCluggage, the name's out there. It's just the boat's not out there.
And there's a look at Chris McCluggage right in front of Craig Warner. You have to feel for McCluggage. He has about 100 less horsepower on that stock Yamaha as opposed to these big supercharged Kawasaki's, Dave.
Yeah, I mean, that's like bringing a knife to a gunfight, literally, and you can see how they just blow by him at that point. He's just becoming lap traffic now, and that's something that McCluggage is not used to, but Warner's really pulling it on, and you can see Farthing's machine just not running right.
So Warner out in front, going for the clean sweep here in round number 2, and the checkered flag will come out. So Craig Warner, he comes from behind. He does it here in round 2. He is your champion from Parker, Arizona. And a look at Eric Francis, very consistent all weekend long. He crosses the finish line in 3rd place, right behind Dustin Farthing, and you can see him motioning towards his handlebar. Nothing but electrical problems for Farthing this weekend. so that might have cost him a chance at an overall as we look now at the final results for round number 2. So Craig Warner, the man on top, sweep both motos. Brian Tosca was second. Chris McCluggage, the quiet man, he finishes third overall. Let's now hear from our round 2 champion. That's Craig Warner.
This last moto was tough. I had to work extra hard. I actually learned a couple new things today riding with Farthing in front of me on different lines, and this boat, I rode a different boat yesterday and got on this one today, and I'm starting to like this one a lot better. I can carry way more speed.
Well, that'll do it from round 2 for Parker, Arizona. So on behalf of Dave Arnold, our entire crew, I'm Ian Howard saying so long for Parker, Arizona. We'll see you next time right back here on the water.